ranking members of the committee, good afternoon, Minglawa. I thank you all for holding this important hearing on the serious situation of my country. And thanks for all the strong, encouraging remarks. Due to time constraint, I will be delivering the shorter version of my statement, and the full version has been submitted to the esteemed committee. I will focus more on what action the United States should take. Mr. Chair, the situation in Myanmar is indeed an unfolding tragedy that continues to escalate over time. The people of Myanmar are seriously suffering from the military brutality and inhumane act day and night. Fear tends to be the order of the day, and we all are living under fear. The free and fair general elections were successfully held on 8 November 2020, which is a significant milestone in our history. The NLD won the landslide victory at the elections. To the ignorance of the people desire, the military staged a coup on 1st February and lawfully detained the state councillor, the president, other leaders, and the parliamentarians, as well as civil activists. In wake of the military coup, millions of people came out on the streets to protest against the military. Subsequently, the military terrorist group has cracked down the peaceful protests in a brutal and inhumane manner and committed serious human rights violations, including brutal killing, arbitrary arrests, and torture. More than 750 civilians have already been murdered by the military. Majority of victims are young people who are the future of the country. They even kill children as young as 6-year-olds. The people of Myanmar are resilient and unprecedentedly united in fighting against the military, in calling for release of all unlawful detainees, for return of the state power to the people, and for restoration of democracy, and for building a federal democratic union. The three pillars, namely the peaceful protest, CDM, and CRPH, are working hand in hand in this regard. Federal Democracy Charter was announced on 31st March with the ultimate goal of drafting a new federal constitution. The charter outlines an 8-step political roadmap towards building a new federal democratic union of Myanmar. Accordingly, NUG was formed by the CRPH. The formation of the NUG was overwhelmingly welcomed by the people of Myanmar. In line with the people's will, the international community's recognition and engagement with the NUG is a critical step to take, and it could pave the way to end the violence, to save lives of innocent civilians, and protect them from the military brutal and inhumane acts, to restore democracy in Myanmar and provide humanitarian assistance to the people in need. Mr. Chair, I wish to stress that Myanmar is not just witnessing another major setback to democracy, but also the crisis is threatening the regional peace and security. In line with the principle that a state has the responsibility to protect its own people from crimes against humanity, the NUG, together with the people, have taken all possible ways and means to defend our own people from the military's inhumane and brutal acts. We urge the international community to adhere to the principle and to take the responsibility to protect the people of Myanmar from the possible crimes against humanity committed by the military terrorist group. Taking this opportunity on behalf of the NUG and the people of Myanmar, I would like to thank the United States for your continued support. However, we need the United States to take a decisive leadership role in helping resolve the Myanmar crisis. On behalf of the NUG and people of Myanmar, I wish to appeal to you and the House of Representatives as follows. To save lives of innocent civilians, protection should be immediately extended to the people of Myanmar. Humanitarian assistance should be urgently provided to the people in need. Necessary shelters should be provided to those seeking refuge in neighboring countries and as well. No-fly zones should be declared in relevant areas in Myanmar. Global arms embargo should be imposed immediately. Targeted, coordinated, and tougher sanctions should be applied against the military. Nyawari Bank, Inwa Bank, MFTV, and MOGE should be immediately added in the targeted sanction list. Bank accounts associated with the military and their members should be frozen, and financial inflow into the military regime and its associates should be cut off immediately. Foreign direct investment should be suspended, and UG should be recognized as a legitimate government. Any visa should not be issued to any diplomats appointed by State Administrative Council. And UG should be allowed to use the Myanmar funds put in freeze in the US for benefit of the people of Myanmar. In conclusion, Mr. Chair, we are confident that ending the murderous military regime will pave a way to finding sustainable solutions to the challenges we face related to effective protection and promotions of rights of ethnic, religious, and all other minorities, and equality for all. The people of Myanmar are resolute to achieve these goals. Time is of the essence for the people of Myanmar who feel helpless. As such, the United States and the international community must act now, decisively in a collective, concrete, and timely manner to avoid further killing of innocent civilians and further bloodshed in Myanmar. Please do not let killing continue. Please act now. We will always remember the help and support of the United States. And thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.